Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss another very important topic of electronics, that is about feedback amplifier. We will discuss here about the introduction of feedback amplifier, different types of feedback and principle of feedback. Now the first question is, what is feedback? Feedback is a process in which the a fraction of output is given back to the input. As shown in the figure, we see that a portion of output V0 of the amplifier is given back to the input to the amplifier with the help of feedback circuit. Now there are two types of feedback. One is called positive feedback, another is negative feedback. In positive feedback, the feedback voltage or current is in same phase with the input signal and thus increases the input signal. This is called positive feedback. Here the phase difference between the feedback voltage or current and the input signal is either 0 degree or 360 degree. We know that the the output is 180 degree out of phase with the input in case of common emitter amplifier. So in order to get the additional 180 degree, we design the feedback circuit such that it introduces a phase shift of 180 degree, so that the resultant phase shift of amplifier plus feedback circuit becomes 360 degree, and we can say that the feedback voltage is in same phase with the input signal. So as the feedback voltage is in the same phase, the positive feedback increases the gain of the amplifier. So this is the main advantage of positive feedback. However, there are many disadvantages such as increased distortion, instability, sensitivity, increased noise, etc., because of which the positive feedback is generally not used as an amplifier. So, the basic use of the positive feedback is in oscillator circuit, because when the positive feedback is sufficiently large, it leads to oscillations. This criteria is called Bragg-Hossan criteria, which we will discuss in another presentation. Now, in case of the negative feedback, the feedback voltage is out of phase with the input. The phase difference is of 180 degree between the feedback voltage and the input voltage. Thus, the feedback voltage opposes the input voltage, hence called negative feedback. In negative feedback, as in positive feedback, amplifier introduces a phase shift of 180 degree. Now, the feedback network is so designed that it produces either no phase shift or zero phase shift. So the resultant feedback voltage is 180 degree out of phase with the input signal. Now here it is important to mention that the feedback circuit is generally acts as a voltage divider only, in which the output of the circuit is a portion of the input given to the feedback circuit. So generally a combination of resistance works as a feedback circuit. Now, as the feedback voltage opposes the input signal, the gain of the amplifier is also decreased. However, the negative feedback has the advantages of increased bandwidth, decreased distortion, stability, sensitivity, decreased noise, etc. Because of all these advantages, negative feedback is very frequently used in amplifier. Now let us try to understand the principle of feedback amplifier. We see that as shown in the figure, a feedback amplifier has two main parts. One is amplifier and another is feedback circuit. As I told earlier that the feedback circuit usually consists of resistors. So as I saw in the figure, Vs is the input given to the amplifier and Vo is its output if there is no feedback. And we see that a portion beta, a fraction beta of the output voltage is given back to the input depending on whether this feedback voltage beta V0, because the feedback fraction is beta, in input given to the feedback circuit is V0, so the output of the feedback circuit will be beta V0. That is called the feedback voltage, which in which is given back to the input of the amplifier. So if the gain of the amplifier without feedback is A, we know that the gain of the amplifier is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. Therefore, A is equal to V0 upon V in. As I told you earlier that beta be the fraction of the output given back to the input. This is known as feedback ratio or the feedback fraction. So here this feedback fraction beta is given as Vf upon V0, where Vf is the output of the feedback circuit and Vo is the input to the feedback circuit. Now this feedback voltage beta V0 will be given back to the input from the output. Depending on whether this is positive feedback or negative feedback, the input voltage is equal to Vs plus minus Vf or Vs plus minus beta V0. If it is positive feedback, the feedback voltage will adds the input. So the V in will be equal to Vs plus beta V0. And if it is negative feedback, feedback voltage will oppose the input. Therefore, V in will be equal to Vs minus beta V0. So for the positive feedback, feedback voltage is added, and for the negative feedback, feedback voltage is subtracted from the signal voltage Vs. Now, let us consider the negative feedback first. So the input is Vs minus beta V0. Therefore, when this input Vs minus beta V0 is multiplied by the gain of the amplifier, it should give us the output voltage. So we have the equation A equal to gain of the amplifier A when multiplied with the input signal, it should give us the output voltage. So Vs minus beta V0 multiplied by A equal to V0, or AVs minus A beta V0 equal to V0. When we solve this, we get VO upon Vs as A upon 1 plus A beta. Now, let us consider the overall gain with feedback is AF. This is called closed loop gain of the amplifier. So now it is defined as the ratio of output voltage V0 to the applied signal voltage Vs. In the previous slide, we see that the ratio of Vo upon Vs is equal to A upon 1 plus A beta. Hence, we have the gain of the feedback amplifier with negative feedback is AF equal to A upon 1 plus A beta. This beta is called feedback ratio here. Beta A is called feedback factor and 1 plus A beta is called closed loop. Similarly, if we consider the positive feedback in place of the negative feedback, the only change is with the sign. Remaining mathematical process is the same, and we can calculate that the gain of the feedback amplifier with positive feedback is given by AF equal to A upon 1 minus A beta. So if we combine these two equations, we can write in general the gain of the amplifier with feedback equal to A upon 1 plus minus A beta, where plus sign is taken if there is negative feedback and minus sign is taken if there is positive feedback. This is the standard equation to calculate the gain of feedback amplifier. So as I discussed earlier that negative feedback is mainly used in amplifier circuit. These are some of the advantages of negative feedback. Stability of gain is improved and sensitivity is decreased. The bandwidth of negative feedback is increased. Distortion, both amplitude and frequency distortion, is reduced. Noise in the amplifier is also reduced when we use the negative feedback amplifier. Using the negative feedback in amplifier, impedance is increased while the output impedance is decreased, so that the output impedance to input impedance is modified. So let us try to understand the feedback amplifier with a numerical. Here in this question, we have given that in a negative feedback amplifier, input voltage is 10 millivolt and its feedback ratio is 0.1 and the gain without feedback is 40. So we have to calculate the feedback factor, gain with feedback and feedback voltage. So if we solve this, we see that we have given the gain without feedback is 40 volt, input voltage is 10 millivolt, sorry, gain without feedback is 40 and input voltage is 10 millivolt and feedback ratio is 0.1. First, we have to calculate the feedback factor. Feedback factor is given by the expression beta A. So here, if we calculate the beta A, its value is given as 0.1 multiplied by 40, that is equal to 4. In order to calculate the gain with feedback, the equation of gain of the feedback amplifier with negative feedback is given by AF equal to A upon 1 plus A beta. Hence, gain with feedback, if we substitute the values given, it comes out 8. Now, last we have to calculate the feedback voltage. In order to calculate the feedback voltage, we first have to calculate output voltage. So output voltage with feedback is equal to AF into input voltage. So this is 8 into 10 millivolt, that is 80 millivolt. So feedback voltage will be beta VO dash and beta VO dash comes out 4 into 80 millivolt, that is 320 millivolt or 0.32 volt. So here we complete the discussion on the basics of feedback amplifier. Thank you.